yourself and say, I don't know if it's my intuition, I don't know if it's fear, when you know damn well it's your intuition. And you keep choosing self-abandonment because you do not trust yourself. You say, I don't know if it's aligned, I'm not sure, when your soul is calling you higher. Today, we are going to be speaking about intuition and fear. I know many people in the collective need to hear this message. And if you're not ready for bluntness, if you're not ready for truth, just scroll past. This is not for you. But I know many people need to hear this message. So right now, you're in a season, you're in a situation, people, place, thing, where you're not sure if it's your intuition. You're not sure if it's fear. But deep down, I'm going to be blunt, you know the decision that you need to make. But the reason that you're constantly stuck in this, I'm confused, I don't know if it's aligned, I need clarity, because you don't trust yourself. And you are scared what it would cost to follow truth. I'm going to say that again because this is very, very important. It's not that you're stuck. It's not that you're confused. It's not that you lack clarity. It's not that you don't know. You do know it's your intuition speaking to you. But you are scared what it would cost to follow truth. What I mean by this is if you're in a relationship where you don't want to be in it, you do not want to be in it. Let's just call it what it is. It's perfect. He's great. We've been together for so many years. You don't want to be in it. You're fucking done with it, okay? You're scared to follow truth because that would mean you wouldn't be in a relationship. And so you have a deep fear of being seen. Who am I without this relationship? What are people going to think of me? Well, I spent so many years with this person. So that's what I mean. You're scared of following your intuition because you need to face the truth. When you face the truth, it's uncomfortable. It is scary. Your soul is calling you higher. When your soul calls you higher, there will be discomfort. There will be unease. There will be fear. But there is a huge difference between it being your intuition and there being fear and following your intuition. And no one talks about this. No one talks about this. So I will be blunt and speak truth. When you follow your intuition, there will be fear. It's not going to be rainbows and butterflies. And that's a huge misconception. If you are someone that's like, I don't know where I should live, I'm not really sure, you know in your heart keeps whispering to you and you keep ignoring it because you don't trust yourself. You keep self-abandoning because you have a deep fear of being seen. You've literally been people-pleasing your whole fucking life. Yeah, this live is going to be blunt because this is what my past self needed to hear, and I know many of you need to hear this. And so how self-abandonment is showing up when you're doing this little dance of, is it intuition? Is it fear? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm just going to wait and just see and ask God, the universe for a sign. I don't know. You fucking know. Okay. How self-abandonment shows up, what that looks like is you're overthinking instead of choosing because you need evidence before you make a decision. You're asking 10 people instead of just trusting yourself, listening to your own voice, your own heart. With my one-on-one VIP clients, I'm able to see their blocks, read their energy fields. I help them access the answers inside of themselves. I see the answers. I already know this live who I'm speaking to. And it's for you because you could feel my energy speaking to you. You're massively intuitive. And so my philosophy as a mentor is all the answers are inside of you. I help you unlock them. This is what I do with my one-on-one clients and then my signature program. You just have to be willing to face the truth to access these answers. And like I said, when you face the truth, it's uncomfortable. It's scary. I'm going to share stories about my life, some crazy stories. So just stick on this live where I really had to sit with myself. Is it intuition? Is it fear? Everything I'm speaking about is from my own personal experience and from coaching hundreds of clients. And so you wonder why you're staying in relationships, cities, or paths that drain you. And you betray what you feel because you are scared of what other people are going to think of you. You are scared if other people are going to approve. But you don't even give a fuck about these people. It's like an illusion you created in your mind. And so the bottom line is you are not trusting yourself. You are ignoring your body. Your body's fucking screaming at you. It whispers, and then it fucking screams and explodes. You know? And so rather than you sitting here being like, is it my intuition? Is it my fear? What is it? Place your hand on your heart and ask yourself, if you knew everything was going to work out, your success was inevitable, finding love again was inevitable, gaining stability in a new location you're going to travel to was inevitable, what decision would you choose? I know what decision you would choose. You know what decision you would choose. There's many people right now in the collective. I feel the energy. I see the visions that are having to make a decision, and they're coming to a crossroad. I see a crossroad, like a highway. Many people are in relationships they don't want to be in. They don't. Nothing's wrong, so I can just stay. This is your full permission slip to choose yourself. The answers that you seek are not outside. It's not, you're waiting for one day where the universe or God is going to give you this sign, and then it's going to make it so easy for you to make a decision. Why can't you just trust yourself right in this moment? The other part of the collective that is dancing around at a crossroad is the location they're living in. It's great. I have my dream apartment. I have everything. It's your intuition telling you it's time to move. It's time to go. It's going to shake some shit up in your life, but there's nothing that you can't handle. So there's like 3 different people in the collective I see. 1 is stuck in relationships they don't want to be in. Number 2, people are at a huge crossroad, a massive shift that's coming in their life. Massive, uprooting. But many are stuck in fear. I don't know if it's my intuition. I don't know if it's fear. It's your intuition. The next part of the collective is shifting how they show up in business. So there's 3 people in this collective I'm speaking to, and you know if this is for you. And so I'm going to say it again. If you knew everything was inevitable, your success, your love, your abundance, everything, what decision would you choose? Like I said, my philosophy as a mentor, as a coach, is to help you unlock the answers inside of yourself. And I know some people recently joined. Thank you for joining. I'm going to summarize again. There's 3 people in the collective I'm specifically speaking to. Number 1, someone that's at a crossroad in their business. They are shifting how they operate and show up in their business. Completely transforming. Is it intuition? Is it fear? It's your intuition. But you have a fear of being seen, so you're not allowing yourself to fully step into that and listen to your soul, your higher calling. The next person in the collective is in a relationship they don't want to be in. But nothing's wrong. So you gaslight yourself and you're like, is it intuition? Is it fear? The next person in the collective is someone that's literally at a crossroad in their life. They're going to be shifting locations. But you're deeply scared. And so if you're just joining right now, make sure you watch the entire live from the beginning, because there's a lot of codes in here to help you, and you'll know if this is for you or not. But this is blunt, this is truth, no holding back, because this is what my past self needed to hear. And so I'm going to go over like, what is intuition? What is fear? You haven't heard it explained in this way before. And then I'm going to share my own personal experiences and stories. Everything I speak about, I've gone through and I've guided clients through. Fear is disguised as intuition. Fear looks like, I need more clarity because you have a fear of being wrong. Timing isn't right because you have a fear of losing control or things not working out. I don't feel ready because you have a fear of being seen. That's what it comes down to. You fear your image, your identity. What are people going to think of you? Intuition doesn't keep you small. Intuition feels calm, grounded, like this energy, okay? It's just like this knowing. Fear is like, well, I don't know. It's different energies. And so intuition gives you truth first, safety later. This is really, really important because many people think, well, if it feels uncomfortable, if it feels scary, then no, it's not intuition. It is intuition. You're just waiting for evidence first. Intuition asks you to choose a higher timeline, not the comfortable one. Intuition is just this knowing. There's a huge misconception that when you follow your intuition, it will be easy. No, when you follow your intuition, there will be so much fear. It will not be easy. It will be hard. It's easier to stay in comfort. Because in comfort is the known. A lot of with intuition, following it is the unknown. And so if you've been operating in your hypermasculine for a long time, I know I used to, or in your mind, your cerebral, you will ignore your intuition. You will ignore being in alignment because it doesn't make logical sense. But the degree in which you have a relationship with uncertainty is the degree in which your life can expand and become magic. You know? Fear protects your ego. So if you have created this identity that you're the wise one, you have it all together, you're the achiever, you're the perfect one, you have the perfect life, you're not going to be able to follow your intuition. You're going to continue wearing the masks. Fear is going to keep you stuck and small because it's protecting your ego. Your heart and soul don't care about your ego. It cares about your evolution. Intuition protects the soul. And with fear, there's always a story, like I was sharing earlier. What if it doesn't work out? I need clarity. Or if I do this, then that's going to happen, and this, that. All this chaos, you know? Intuition is just like this. And fear needs proof before action. So if you are like, yeah, I need to wait until this timeline, or yeah, well, maybe it'll get better with my partner, or maybe I'm just asking for too much, that's fear. Intuition requires trust before proof. So with intuition, you're literally like jumping off a cliff. Before you have any proof, before anything. There's so many stories in my life that I literally jumped in the unknown, chose uncertainty, chose intuition without any evidence. I'm going to go through them because I know many of you will see yourself in my stories. There's so many. The first one is 5 years ago, I was in a relationship with someone for 6 years. My intuition was like, this isn't it. And it was really, really hard because I loved this person. They were incredible. They were amazing. And so I was battled with, on one hand, I was like, I can't see my life without this person. I love them. But then on another hand, I was like, well, I'm not living the life that I'm meant to live. And so I got honest with myself. If I knew everything was inevitable, if I knew I would find a partner again, if I knew I would have the incredible magic, love, partnership that I deeply desire in my heart, what choice would I decide and make? I walked away. I had no idea if things would work out, no idea what was coming. I chose myself because I'm 100% unavailable to not choose alignment, because I'm going to get to in a moment what happens when you don't choose intuition, what happens when you don't choose alignment. The next thing is, there's so many, but the next thing is I burned down my life in San Francisco. I was living on the 23rd floor, beautiful apartment. I watched sunrise and sunset every single day. It was so amazing. Love that spot. And one day I woke up and my heart was like, it's time today to quit your job. I made 7 figures there, got promoted 2 weeks before, had no plan except my heart, my soul, my intuition. So I quit. And then a few months later, I was going to go to Bali. And then last minute, my heart's like, no, it's not yet. So then I booked a flight to Barcelona, I think 48 hours before. And then there's so many times, so many times I walked away from a soulmate partner. I was meant to build a life in Barcelona, came to Bali because my heart told me to. Many people think following your intuition is reckless. Many people are living in their logical, cerebral mind that is limited. Your mind has been programmed by society. So the more that you just stay in your mind, disconnected from your heart, disconnected from your body, You block abundance. Your anxiety rises. Your nervous system continues to operate in survival, which is the opposite of abundance and expansion. And the reason you can't choose your intuition is because you have a deep fear of being seen. You choose comfort over a higher calling. And I know many of you listening to this live, you're powerful as fuck. I see you. I know who I'm speaking to, and you know I'm speaking to you. And so you keep shrinking to not trigger people. You keep sacrificing what your soul is saying to you because you deeply worry about what other people are going to think of you and the image that you curated, and you don't even care about this image. So that's the crazy thing. And so you block abundance because receiving requires exposure. I'm going to say that again. You block abundance because receiving requires exposure. In order to receive your desires, your dreams, the wealth, the partner, the dream, the business, all of that, you have to allow yourself to be seen for who you truly are. Not the mask, not the perfect one, not the one holding it all together. Look at me coming up on this live. I'm literally wearing eye mask. I put this eye mask and facial on earlier. My skin's red. Like, I don't care. I'm here to channel this message. I'm here to serve. I'm here on a mission. And a few months ago, I literally burned down my business. It wasn't in alignment. Clients wanted to pay me, and I was like, no, this doesn't feel right. I followed my intuition before I had evidence, before I knew what was coming. Fear says, no, don't do something until you have another plan. Intuition says, let me jump off the cliff and hope I'll be caught. And so the truth is, you're not stuck. You're avoiding a choice. You're not confused. You are abandoning yourself. You are not trusting yourself, and you are still stuck operating in scarcity, trying to control because you're worried things will not work out. And you also are not willing to face truth because you think truth is going to hurt you, but that's not the truth. Your attachment to things does. So again, place your hand on your heart, take a deep breath. And if you knew everything was going to work out, if you knew everything was inevitable, if you knew the love that you desire was inevitable, if you knew the partner that you desire was inevitable, if you knew the business success was inevitable, if you knew that moving to the new city, burning down your old life was inevitable, what decision would you choose? Your next level requires you to stop lying to yourself. If you want more abundance, you need to choose yourself. You need to allow yourself to be seen and be who you truly are and take off these masks. I'm going to say that again. Your next level requires one thing: for you to stop lying to yourself, for you to stop abandoning yourself, for you to stop sitting in this dance, in this circle. Is it intuition? Is it fear? I don't know. I'll just wait. God, please give me a sign. No, you don't need the sign. You already know. If this live hit, whether you're listening on Instagram or my YouTube or my podcast, Expand Your Limits, and this spoke to your soul and you see yourself in this, send me a message. Let's connect. We can help you unlock the answers inside of yourself. But you know much more than you're willing to admit. You know in your heart the decision. You don't need to be scared. You can trust yourself. And every single moment and day that goes by that you're just not listening to your intuition, you're staying stuck in people, places, things that doesn't light your soul on fire. And when your soul's not lit on fire, you literally are blocking yourself from receiving abundance. Everyone else is asking, how do I get more abundance? Is this intuition? Is this fear? I know some people have joined, so you may want to watch the whole thing after I post it. It's your intuition speaking to you. There's specific people in the collective I'm talking to, 3. One person is at a crossroad with their career, with their business, with their city that they're living in. It's your intuition speaking to you. You can burn it to the ground and jump off the cliff. You will be safe. You will be caught. The next person is stuck in a relationship they don't want to be in. But they're scared to listen to their heart because nothing's wrong. No, this is good. It's all good. It's okay. You don't need to keep being a people pleaser. You don't want it. The third person in this collective does not want to continue running their business the way it's being run, but they're scared to go out of this like cerebral masculine structure. Your business wants you to express, to feel your soul. So those are the three people in this collective I'm speaking to. I was about to end the live right here, but I know other people recently have joined. So share any questions that you might have, put them in the chat. If you want to work together, you can send me a message. You can DM me Abundance or just share what's on your heart. Share in the comments what's on your heart, what came through for you. When you allow yourself to be fully seen and received, you allow yourself to choose yourself. Because everything that you fear is just an illusion of the mind. It's safe to listen to your intuition. It's safe to choose yourself. It's safe to jump off the cliff into the unknown. That's where magic is. So if you want magic, jump into the unknown. Go head first. My whole life I've been doing this. I had so much fear. I didn't know if things would work out. But again, I'm 100% unavailable and unwilling to be out of alignment. Because when you're in alignment, magic happens. Okay, we are done for now. I'm not going to summarize because I know you're going to get the gems and codes that you need to. But again, send me a message on what comes through when you're listening to this. I want to see you. I want to hear you. I want to feel your depth. Have a great day.